Andrea, did we watch the best movie of Countdown to Christmas this past week?
I think so, ish, kind of.
I think we did as well. Let's talk about it. This is Eric,
This is Andrea.
and this is Hallmark Mysteries and
And more.
more.
Well, now
December.
I'm intrigued.
December's going well, I think.
Yeah, I think that the movies have gotten better. And I'm hopeful that, again, I was excited a few weeks ago for Here on Out, and I am still excited for what is coming. So
Now, a
we will
question for
see.
you. Were you excited for 12 Dates Till Christmas? Like going into it?
Yes. I mean, I was excited to see it. I think I've read this book because as I'm watching it, I'm like, man, this is just very familiar. And I went on my like Amazon to see, I'm like, did I buy this book? And it doesn't look like I did, but I'm like, this whole premise seems very familiar. Is there
D-
another thing that's out there like this? Or why would
I don't know. I read the book,
think I
but
did?
um,
You might
was
have
re-
recommended it to me and maybe I've read it and forgot about it.
now
Because I was going to the library for a hot second.
do you read all your books, right? You don't listen to them.
I do not do Kindle, no. I mean
Okay.
Kindle. Well, I don't do a Kindle either. I don't
Or
do a
Audible.
Kindle or Audible.
You like old school paper book?
I love me a good paper book. I have my whole bookshelf over there, and then I share books with friends or put them in the little libraries so people can take. And yeah,
Yeah.
I love my
Yeah, I
books.
listen to my books because I do it when I walk the dogs and when I drive to work.
Do you
It's
not
just
listen to other podcasts then? I like a podcast.
do I listen to some.
Clearly not. Like I have like a whole
Well,
slew of like 10,
I
12 different
what
podcasts.
I listen to Detroit Red Wing podcast. I do a Detroit Lions podcast. Not really in the genre. I
Well, yeah,
listen.
same.
I listen to Hallmark Cafe. I listen to Dear Hallmark.
Yeah.
Um, and I know you like Deck the Hallmark.
I do listen. I listen to them. I also listen to the Flagrant Howls podcast, my Timberwolves lifestyle podcast. I mean, pretty much my Rolodex is going to be yoga. Practice you a
Yeah.
grateful life, living in alignment. Let's talk yoga. Most of mine are yoga podcasts. So,
All right.
yeah.
So you sent me the text in response to my acupuncture
Yeah. So I'm listening to
experience.
the start of your interview and I'm like, Eric, this is exactly what I talk about on my podcast, my other podcast. But because I'm an Ayurvedic practitioner and when you talked about the warm water, I'm like, yes, you have to drink warm water and room temperature water in Ayurveda as well as Chinese medicine because so we call it your Agni, your digestive fires. And so the cold water, it burns out that digestive fires. And then so your body can't usually process it, especially in the winter. Now you're in Arizona, so you're in a little different climate than me. In Minnesota, ice cold water in the winter, it's very cold. And so it kind of chills the body. So especially postpartum, because I also do Ayurvedic postpartum doula stuff and warm water. Everything is warmth, warmth, warmth. So I
I,
was very intrigued by that. I love acupuncture. I get acupuncture. It
I,
is my jam.
so here's my experience. I thought it was really good. I was really intrigued, excited to do it. But 2 days after, the insides of both my elbows on the inside have been hurting ever since.
Well, you need to go back. It took me 6 months of
Wait,
like,
I'm afraid that she like jabbed me and
no,
ruined my
probably,
tendons.
yeah, no. I would not think that. But it took 6 months. I had chronic glute pain for 8 years. And now you do have to find a good acupuncturist. So I had been to other acupuncturists and I found the person that I love here. And 8 years of just chronic glute pain. I figured I'd have to live with it because I know the best of the best people here locally. And I've seen and done everything for it. And I just happened to mention this to her. Her name is Nara. And I went to her for some like neck pain. And she goes, I think we'll do the glute too. And then I went to her continuously for, 6 months. And all of a sudden I have no glute pain.
So when you go, would she then stick them all in like your glutes, or was she putting them all over you?
Well, so they're your meridians is what they're kind of doing. So this is also where my yin yoga comes in. So there's meridian lines in the body. And so she'll stick you on the meridian line that they are thinking you
Because
needs a
I had
healing.
them in my head,
Mm-hmm.
like or like she had me front and back, and then like all over, and then in my feet and in my
Yeah,
leg. Like I thought it would be like, oh, hey, my shoulder hurts, so I'd have like
I
10
know.
needles in my
Yeah.
shoulder. I had them literally all over I was like, who's the thing, like Pinhead or whatever, the
Yeah.
thing? I was shocked that I
Now,
had.
my person has never done, Nara's never flipped me. I'm either all front or all back.
Uh,
So I've had clients though who do front and back, but Nara usually only does one. And Nara is gold. So
okay, so
if you ever come to Minnesota, I will connect you with Nara. My mom drives 2 hours now to see her. So
all right.
that's our
I will go
acupuncturist
back. I
talk.
will go back and give mine another shot, and I'll tell her that my arms hurt and
Yes, she probably
see
activated a
what she
meridian
does.
there, and that would be interesting. So, yeah.
Yes.
Well, let's dive into last week. So let's start with, did you watch any Christmas movies outside of Hallmark, inside of Hallmark?
Yes. Last Friday, my wife had to go to a work event. She had to go to a ASU women's basketball game.
Oh, I love it.
And so I was left home alone. So I went and got me a Little Caesars pizza. I threw on the TV and I had total control. I'll admit I watched K-pop Demon Hunters, but then I watched Secret Santa on Netflix.
Okay.
And have you seen it?
I don't have Netflix still.
Okay. And then Last Christmas, which is from 2019,
Okay.
and
I haven't
Secret
seen that
Santa
one.
on Netflix, I will say just underwhelmed. It wasn't
Oh,
like it just it's one of those movies that we've talked about before that is a great background movie. But I think you've said it before, like if you find yourself all of a sudden reaching for your phone like 20 minutes in,
yeah, not good.
that's the kind of movie it was where I just was not pulled in to watch it. I will say K-pop Demon Hunters had me the whole way. I loved it, but a whole nother type of movie. But then Last Christmas, it's like I say, it's an older one. It's got Emilia Clarke, and I forget what the guy's name is who stars in it. I would highly recommend that movie. It's really, really cute. It goes a whole different direction than you think. I
Hmm.
don't want to do a spoiler because there's major spoiler that can
Oh,
be had, but I would
okay.
highly recommend Last Christmas.
Okay.
How about
I
you?
was just looking it up. I watched some older Hallmark. Now, this is my sign that Hallmark has just the right amount of movies because normally I can't stand to watch another Hallmark movie because I'm so sick of them. But I actually went back because I was like, oh, I don't remember this.
I
It
just
was a
did the same too, by the way.
2014 movie because I'm like, it's Steve Lund and it is Tori DeVito. Like, I was like, what a dream pairing. It's called Best Christmas Party Ever. It is not the best movie ever.
Oh, that's the one you did your post on.
It was 2 stars for me.
Yes.
It was really kind of boring, very 2014 era, but it was based in New York. The whole movie was in New York. It wasn't a small town thing, which I kind of did like that, but I don't think that they really tapped into like the elements of New York City. Obviously, I'm sure it wasn't filmed there, but they still could have brought in a little bit more with it. They stayed at the same building for too long, I think, and they had like the token because back in this era, they'd bring in that like attractive other guy, and she starts to date him, even though on paper everything looks fine. And then all of a sudden you have this one scene where they turn into that bad, evil boyfriend. And so all of the cliches, but for me, it was kind of boring.
I did The Christmas Secret with
Yes.
uh, Bethany Joy Lenz.
Oh, yeah, the one
And
I told you. Yes. I love that movie.
And yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's right. Because I was playing them one day, and so I'm like,
Yes.
okay, I'll give it a go. Oh my God, freaking fantastic, fantastic!
I told you you'd like it.
It was not, and it's not a normal. I shouldn't say not a normal Hallmark movie. When you're saying going back in time,
Mm-hmm.
they're they were a little more serious. They had a good chunk of them
Yeah.
that were a little more serious. It was a
Yeah.
heavy movie, but once again, we've talked. When we were talking about the Grand Ole Opry Christmas and the acting chops there, Bethany, she flaunts them. She's good. And then John Reardon, who's Megan Ori's husband, but wait, I know the guy because he's in the football Love on the Sidelines, which I think is the best Hallmark sports movie. And I was like, oh, that's who that guy is. So it was a really good a really good classic movie if you're looking for one older to watch. Apparently, I was excited for the one that you saw, and I was like, oh, I'm going to give this a watch. But then you gave it your 2 stars, so I said, maybe
I
not.
would not. No, I did also start the Mistletoe Secret with Kelly Pickler and Tyler Hines and Patrick Duffy. And that was 2019. And I do remember I haven't watched it in a few years, but I remember being like, ooh, Kelly Pickler wasn't the best, or that was a lot of the critiques. And I think we have had worse actors on the network since. And so for me, I'm like, yes, she's a little, maybe not the best, but we have seen worse. So
I, I thought you were going to
it's
say
worth
the
a
mistletoe.
watch.
I thought you were going to say the Mistletoe Promise
No, I
with
do love that one too.
Luke
Yeah, I
McFarlane
love
and
that
Jamie
one.
King.
Yeah, I love that one too.
Another, I saw that relatively recent. Like you're right, because we're not completely inundated or no, overwhelmed with these current movies that I'm getting to watch some of the older ones. Now,
Yeah,
ironically, I'm not watching any of them on Hallmark TV. I'm watching them all on the app by,
same,
the
same.
ones I choose.
Yeah,
But that movie, so cute, so
yeah,
cute.
yeah.
All right,
Well, coming into what's new, Finding Mr. Christmas. Did you watch this
I
week?
did.
Marcus,
You knew it was
sorry,
happening. You
hopefully
knew it
that
was
was
happening, though.
spoiler everyone, but Marcus got sent home. Yeah, you kind of sensed it, I think, and it was the right choice. I believe,
I,
like acting wise, he just doesn't have the same chops as the last three. Honestly, the last three, like I had made a post under Jonathan Bennett's, or I just commented because he asked who you wanted to win. And I just said I was rooting for all four because people were at that time, Marcus was still in
yeah.
it. And he liked it and stuff. And then Angel made a comment and thanked for the support. So now I said, I'm like, now I want Angel to win because he commented. But like I really don't care. Honestly, between Angel, Rustin, Craig, for me,
I will.
I could take any of them.
That last episode where they're doing we're just talking about the heavy, the drama of Christopher
Yep.
Laha, Bethany Joy Lenz, all four of them. When my wife, when they finished, we're like, okay, who was worse? We were all like, they were all pretty bad. I thought all four of them were just
Clearly,
so
we're
over.
not watching the same thing,
They were
Eric.
so overacting
Okay, we have
the
different
things.
takes. I am all for you, all of you finding Mr. Christmas. Eric, boo.
No, I'm having fun. I think that particular they don't have the acting chops to pull off that serious thing. Like when Craig, who I thought when they're doing the more lighthearted and everything like that, fantastic. He's doing a great job. I think he is the best actor of the lot. I just don't think like it's in their wheelhouse yet to be pulling off that real serious stuff. Which is funny because I'm looking at Sharon Lawrence across from them, seeing like her eyes like tearing up. And I'm like, now that's acting.
No, she has
So
a lot more
yes.
experience.
I know. I'm just saying. I think they should have just kept him doing the lighter acting and the more rom-commy type stuff. So
And then Baked with Love. Have you caught up to that?
now
No.
I'm watching
Are
the
you going
other.
to catch up with it or
I'll
no?
probably catch up with it when it's not the holidays.
Oh.
Like I'll watch it in the new
Well,
year.
I can't remember either the couple's
Wait,
name that went home. So the couple went home, a couple did.
we have to stop.
Why?
What the January lineup, which they announced.
Well,
We
we
don't have to
can
go
get to
too
it
much into it.
we
The only
can
thing
do
I
it.
want to
Let's finish
say,
our thoughts on our Baked with Love,
all
Eric.
right, I'm so
Like,
okay.
come
I
on.
have no thoughts on it because I
Let's
didn't see it. So you
you
can
need to
finish.
keep Eric.
You keep going, keep going.
Okay. I was like, interrupt me halfway through and then we're gonna come back. That doesn't make any sense, Eric. So there were baking challenge. I can't remember the couple's name, but the husband and wife went home, and it seems like they got it right. I figured they were going home based on how they kind of set it up through the weeks. And same thing for Finding Mr. Christmas. I think all three of the bakes the last time were gorgeous. Like the husband and wife who are expecting a baby, their cake was fabulous. It was like a Santa going down a chimney. It was so good. And then when you cut into it, they had the chimney like inside the cake too, those colors. Like it was beautiful. So I would definitely watch just for like what they created. Like easily that could be in a Hallmark movie. Because I know that one of the bakes gets to be in one, but it was awesome. So I'm excited to watch the finale because I do like all of the last, standing people, and I think it's a cute little show.
Okay, two things. One, going back to Finding Mr. Christmas, they keep saying you're going to star in a holiday movie. but they finished all the holiday movies. So do
I
you
know.
think that they have a role this year, or do you think it's
Maybe a
for next
Hallmark
year?
Plus exclusive?
Because I don't know.
I don't
Because
know
my
either.
prediction is they have a role in
Yeah.
a make or break holiday.
Yeah,
Not
I
starring. I don't think they're going to have him be a lead. I think they have a role. That's my prediction.
yeah. I mean, I was trying to listen to the way they worded it this last episode and I don't think it's a lead. I think they've learned from maybe last year that let's just start with a role before we just go heavy on the let's hand Ezra the keys to the whole movie.
Okay, now can we talk about January? We don't have to go too deep. I just want to, the only thing I have to say is usually January, I find usually kind of almost a throwaway month for them, that they're in exhaustion from the holidays and we don't get the best movies. The lineup's looking pretty good. We're getting, put it this way, you're getting Christopher Palaha in January.
I got
So
it.
that's normally we're getting, I don't know,
You
a
got you have Lost in Paradise, Lacey Chabert, Ian Harding. You have a Melbourne match,
killer
Mallory
match.
Jansen and Ryan Core.
I don't know who he is, but she
Okay.
is fantastic.
Love on the Amazon, JC Elliott and Rafael de la Fuente.
So we know her. He's a local.
Caught by Love, Rachel Lee Cook and Luke McFarlane.
Fantastic.
Missing the Boat, my favorite pairing, Emily Ulrup and Christopher Palaha. So yeah,
Who I believe she starred with him like
they
one
did
of
in
her
a
first
Christmas
ones,
movie.
right?
It was a Christmas movie, and I looked up because I was like, oh, I'll watch it. And do you know what the setting is? A hospital. So I skipped it. That's what I was gonna watch instead of the one that I did. And then when I saw the
Oh, that's
hospital, I was like,
hilarious.
I'm out.
That's hilarious.
So I
Um,
didn't watch it. I'm sorry.
well, then let's talk about a setting that I know you're gonna love.
12 Dates Till Christmas.
Exactly.
Well, this is a little mini series. If you have not watched it, this is my favorite thing that I've seen all Christmas is the 12 Dates Till Christmas. If I was making this a movie, this would be my top. I loved it. The first two episodes were released. Tis the season and tis the season for red flags. It stars Mae Whitman, Julianne Morris, Jane Seymour, and Mary McDonnell. The setting is great. I just watched it again for the second time this morning, and I I love everything about this. Like it's such a cute show. It seems it's again progressive. The setting's great. I love the dates, and I love the way that they're even like writing in the thing like first date and how they just I don't know what is that the cinematography is that what's happening.
I don't, whatever. I know
However,
you can.
they're doing that. Love the friends, you can buy them. I like the dad with Jane Seymour's character. And then her mom, how was just on the phone and like she's not, there. And it's great. Love, love, love. What about you?
So I read the book and I was like, okay, it's a cute book, but they're going to have to do some major adapting because it's a little spicy for Hallmark. And I think they're pretty much rolling with it. Like the mom who's off gallivanting around because she just finds her love interest after love interest. Like they said that's who her mom is. And I did not think they would do that in Hallmark. And then like I watch a lot of the British, Acorn and BritBox, and so it just gives me that charm that I just want to move to some little British countryside village like that. It's so cute. I love it. And when I was watching it, I was like, Andrew's got to love this because the scenery, she like
I
we talk about
know.
all the time.
I
That's your
know.
thing, right?
That
The
coffee shop.
scenery is just so good.
Yeah.
Every
Yeah.
like all the different scenery is just great. Um, the one thing about it though, in the book, when she goes on the date and she accidentally gets set up with a gay person, in the book it's a guy. And he was like my favorite character of the book. And I don't know why they had to switch it to be a woman. Like I'm not. I don't understand why, because they're other than that kind of sticking a little to the book somewhat, and so I was just disappointed because we don't get to see that character, and I'm hoping maybe they just keep the traits of that character and keep her as a female in it. I guess I don't know, but it's just to your point. It's so well put together. It's fantastic. Hallmark. One thing they showed us in the last half of the year, they know how to make series. Providence Falls, Mistletoe Murders, and now this. And go back last year, Holiday, which was
Yeah.
absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm love
keep
it.
making series, Hallmark.
I know, like my mom didn't enjoy it. I don't think she watched the or tried to watch it. She's like, oh, I can't get into this. So I know that there's a section who aren't going to like it because it's not like your traditional Hallmark movie. So I also understand that. Personally, loved
It
it. If you, I think
it's
to
very
me, this
British.
definitely felt like, well, my mom used to watch Hyacinth. Do you remember
Okay.
them on the British? Oh,
No,
the
but
PBS. Okay, anyone listening? I can't remember what they were called. I was too young, but it was Hyacinth and her husband, and they used to have all these. Like, she was a funny lady, and she would. It
uh,
was a like a comedy. Somebody let us know what that's called. If you probably know. So she used to watch all these. So that's not her issue.
no.
I don't know if it was just like the content itself, or she just was like, oh, it's a young person. Maybe she's like, I can't connect with that. I'm past that. But then maybe connected with the father. I guess probably not. I don't know. Wasn't her jam. So I'm looking forward to the next two episodes and then again the final two. But I can tell that Lisa Hamilton Daly probably had her fingers in this to get it going because it
I,
felt like her era.
yeah, this I think this was like the last of her legacy.
Yeah. Which then you're like, oh, kind of bummed because like that's
Because
it's good. It's
Ripple was her
good
big
stuff.
project, and they sold that off to Netflix. So
Yeah. I haven't watched
I have
again,
no
I don't
idea.
have Netflix, so all
Does
right.
Netflix do the free like week or anything like that?
Well, I've had Netflix for years and years. I just don't have it right now. Like I am purposely just kind of rotating through streamers because
That's the smart thing to do,
when you have
actually.
children, you also don't want them to have access to a thousand shows because that's all they want to do then.
Well, I was thinking I should have been pausing like my BritBox and Acorn right now,
Yeah.
like because for 2 months I haven't watched a. Well, I am watching Blue Lights, but for the most part, I'm so into Hallmark things right now that I should just cancel those and then sign back up when it's New Year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, coming into one of the movies from the weekend, I was looking forward to this one. She's making a list. A naughty or nice inspector evaluating a girl's Christmas status falls for her widowed father, making her question the strict rules of her consulting firm and forcing her to choose between protocol and love. So this was Lacey and Andrew's movie. I gave it 3.5, but a little disappointed, I think, in this one. Like I struggled. I love a good, wacky, wild movie, but it almost felt like it just didn't go together. It felt like there was a couple movies happening at once. Because afterwards, when I was kind of writing my review, I'm like, what do I even say? Like, I kind of enjoyed it, but it also was, it didn't flow well. And so then I looked up kind of the writer, and I think this was his first actual, like, real movie that he had written, it looked like, besides a couple, two little short things. So that might have needed maybe a little run over or someone to kind of help him pull it all together a little bit. Because again, the bones were there for me to enjoy it. It just like the Santa thing, I wanted that a little bit more fun. Loved Steve Basic. He was wonderful. Um, but overall, it fell a little short with two great leads. The kid was wonderful. I will say that. The little girl, I thought she was great. I don't know what you thought, but I did think she was good.
Andrea, you
Um,
know how I feel about movies with kids.
yeah, but you sometimes enjoy them. I thought she was fine.
And she was freaking fantastic. She wasn't
Okay, I
fine.
was
Little
like,
Charlie, played by Candace Compton, was exactly a great kid. Both actually movies with kids this year um, have been good. And this one, though, she was just fantastic. But I'll say this is kind of giving me some 2023 vibes, where you had Biltmore Christmas, which was like, I think the best well acted written movie of that year. But Round and Round was my absolute favorite movie of the. In
Oh no,
fact,
is
it's my
this your
favorite there.
favorite movie? Is this
This is
what
my
you were
favorite
talking?
movie of the year. I loved it. I completely disagree with everything you said. I found it so
What?
fun. I liked the writing. I thought it like had so many good jokes. I loved the breaking the
Oh my
fourth
gosh,
wall
Eric, are
on
you
it.
kidding me?
I just it was totally like you say, it wasn't like the normal movie. And I think that's my jam. You've got your scenery and the ones that are like the quirky, not quite fit right or whatever.
What?
It just I loved it. It was so much fun. And I loved Lacey's character. And then, as you said, Steve Basic, what it was is I think the person watched Christmas with Darlings and watched Steve Basic's role in that, where he's like sort of like the serious business guy who's going to put the damper on, but then comes back and is like all nice. He's like, I'm going to do the bizarro version of him. And instead of him being nice, he's going to end up being evil. And I agree with you. His character was hilarious. I just had so much freaking fun watching this one. I know I loved, remember last year you hated? I loved the confession or whatever, the Christmas confessions of a Christmas letter or whatever, which was this crazy off the wall stuff. This is my jam. What can I say? I loved it.
Speechless. I don't even know what to say to that. I thought we were going to be on the same page, and we are completely in
And we
different
get to
books right
now talk
now.
about Single on the 25th
We
and
are
see where that
completely.
goes.
I okay. Single on the 25th. The story follows a 30 something who spends Christmas alone in the city, only to find unexpected companionship with a handsome neighbor. This one starred Lindsay Fonseca and Daniel Lissing. I gave this one 4.5. So I thought when you said the best movie, you were talking about this one because loved it. One of my favorites of the year. It is gonna be in my top three, potentially top movie. It had some like old school Hallmark feels to it, classic Hallmark activities, the baking scene when she was by herself, and then Daniel's character Cooper comes in and bakes with her. Loved it. Going to get a Christmas tree, decorating, sitting at the restaurant together, the classic
Together, not together.
misunderstanding trope at the end of the movie. I loved it all. Like I watched it and had a great time. I didn't expect that. Even the song, the single on the 25th, I thought that singer was wonderful. And that is a legit song. And found it. And I mean, I'm not single on the 25th, but I still will probably listen to it because it was a good song. So for me, I thought it was adorable. Loved this movie. And you hated
Okay.
it,
I did
apparently.
not hate it. Lindsay Fonseca,
You
I
don't like
thought,
Daniel Lissing.
right. But I will say, I'll get into him in a second. Lindsay, though, was freaking great.
She's always
She
wonderful.
and it's so funny because I went into this thinking it was Tori DeVito. And I was like, oh, wait, this isn't Tori DeVito. This is whatever. And I thought she did her role really, really good. Daniel Lissig, who I said, he's just not my favorite. And it just goes back to December Bride, which I know everyone on the planet but me loves. I just did not like him in it. I did not mind him in this. I thought the two of them had really good chemistry. I loved how they came together and all of that. I thought it was a little bit weird that the whole point was being okay by yourself, but ultimately she just wanted to be together. But whatever. That's I just found that like a little thing. But to me, when I watched it, I thought it kind of dragged in a lot of places, which I was like, oh, Andrea's going to say the pacing of this, that she's going to have a tough time. And then I saw your review and I'm like, I don't get you sometimes because these movies that
Wrong. It was
drag, you just
great.
seem to, if you like the movie, you're like, oh, it didn't drag. This movie had a lot of really slow lulls. And that was my only real critique of it. I thought it was
I
cute.
didn't
I
feel
thought it was
those.
fun. I loved the parents. I thought his parents were great. And I love the way that his mom, came to her and like sort of explained love to her. And I don't know, I thought it was really cute. And I think you and I talked about this before. Like I am totally with her as far as don't do things alone. Like yeah, I'll sit on my house on Friday night by myself, but like go to a restaurant by myself, hell's no. And all of
Heck
those things,
yes, I'm doing that
I, I know that's what I said. We talked
10
about
out of
this,
10
and
times.
you are like, you don't have a problem with it. Whereas I'm
I,
totally like her,
I do
where
anything by myself.
I would, yeah, no, just I'm always getting
You
somebody
have some
and
codependency
things like that.
issues.
So I thought that
Mm.
was just kind of funny, but
Code. You didn't want to do this podcast by yourself. Some codependency issues, Eric.
exactly, exactly.
Oh, that's
But
funny.
yeah, like I say,
You're telling.
I didn't hate it.
It's
I
like
thought
your
it was,
worst. It's your worst nightmare. This movie is your worst nightmare.
it would be like that dinner thing, how he like made them do it the separate tables.
That's hilarious.
I would be so uncomfortable, so uncomfortable. But
Okay, so if we are ever in the same city, I'm totally gonna do that to you.
which I want to know how he was able to get another table thing on the big night, like when this restaurant has such a waiting list, and that he gets another table set up. I guess when you're a hedge
Hold some
fund guy,
strings.
but
Hold some
I
strings.
don't know.
Oh, okay.
I
Well,
actually, by the way, thought the misunderstanding was well done for being one of those misunderstandings where the guy is saying it and she's like, "Wait, what was he saying?" Because she wasn't like she overheard. The guy was just doing, false information or quasi false information. So it was, at least it was more plausible than other ones where it's like, oh, I only hear like two sentences of the conversation and I fill it out. And the guy's like, I like the way he's like, oh, sorry. I thought that was
actually,
actually well
that
done.
conversation at the end with those two, when he was like, always like, "Oh, I
Oh
asked you
yeah.
about the game," and then you're like, "Oh, I'm looking it up on like the elevator up to see who won last night." Okay, one of my clients, it was so funny. She worked at Target and she had one guy on her team. And so she she would always ask me, how are the Timberwolves doing? Because I feel so bad for him. He's like a big basketball fan, but like none of us women watch sports. So I want to like participate with him so he feels part of the team. So she would ask me what to tell him about the Timberwolves. And I'm like, tell him these talking points. And so she literally would write them down to talk to him at work about. So I was like, I can totally relate to that scene because I have seen that happen. And like, let's build our team.
Too
I
funny.
thought it was
No,
cute.
like I said, I thought this was a good upper middle movie.
Oh yeah,
So,
tops tier for me.
yep.
Not so much. The other one is
But
middle-ish.
we agree on 12 dates.
That is
And
tops for me.
I have the screener, and yet I'm not watching ahead. It's kind of like mistletoe, where if I watch ahead, it kind of will ruin it, and I want to spread it out for the 3 weeks.
I know I have the screener for Finding Mr. Christmas, so I'm going to watch the last
Oh, for the
episode.
finale?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I've
I'm
got
gonna
it
watch
too.
it sometime, well, sometime early this weekend. So my son and I told told my son because my oldest likes to watch it with me, and I go, okay. So we watched the last episode early. I said, you can't tell any of your friends who goes home. He looks at me, he goes, Mom, nobody watches that show at school. I was
Uh,
like, okay, well, tell away then, tell away. Next week we have a couple movies coming. So a sweet holiday romance. How excited are you for that?
I've
Out of a
seen it.
scale. Okay, well, that's not
I
fun.
think I like it very much.
Okay.
And it's Jesse Schramm, so regardless, I would have been excited.
Well, I am maybe a 4 out of 5 excited.
I
And
think
then,
that's maybe where you rank the movie.
okay, Oi to the World with your favorite guy. So
Yeah, Jake,
Jake Epstein and Brooke Dorsey. So
love her. I just,
the premise of this one, I'm maybe more of like a 2 out of 5 excited for this one.
I,
Have you seen this one?
I have not, and I think you're right. Like based on the description and
Yeah, the
everything, I
description
am
doesn't sound
not
great.
excited.
Yeah.
I'm like leading to believe like, oh my God, it's going to blow me away and be absolutely fantastic because I
That's usually what
totally think it's going to be
happens.
terrible.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Well, I'm still most excited for our 12 dates till Christmas. That's what I'm most excited for to watch those next episodes. over the
Yeah.
2 movies this coming weekend.
Yeah.
And then the last weekend, I'm really excited for both of those movies.
Okay. So I watched this morning The Christmas Baby.
You cannot share any spoilers.
All I want to say is, how do I say? It's a shame that the hate's going to be coming out for it because of it being 2 women.
Okay, Eric, that's
It's a shame.
I was like, that's not necessarily a spoiler at all. But yes. I mean, I'm gonna choose that there isn't gonna be hate.
Okay.
That's my rose-colored looking at the world glasses. As can't we be just like
I agree with you.
better humans?
I agree with you.
It's
And
2025.
when we stop
It's
recording, I will
2025,
tell you why. But
oh boy. Well, I am excited for it. So it's
so
not
am I.
until 2 more weeks though.
And Hunter and Evan the night before too. That was my second most. We met in December, was my number one, and Make or Break Holiday was my second most movie I was looking forward to. So I think it's going to be great.
See.
I do not have that screener, which I'm annoyed about because I want to watch that one.
Oh, Eric.
I know.
Please.
I just have to wait.
Oh, Eric. All right. Well, till next time.
Until next time.
Bye.
Bye. This podcast was created by fans for fans and is not affiliated with or sponsored by Hallmark or the Hallmark channel.